I don't think so.
No? Oh, there is the Weaver.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I mean,
there's no disable at all.
it's a good thing we're not actually doing predictions this tournament. What we are doing, though, is I want to know what needs to happen, Lumi, for Liquid to take this game.
Okay,
Like, you say they have the least favorable draft, but what do they need to do to
So Tiny
win?
needs to go off and punish the squishies you could pick off. So Disruptor is a free kill. Weaver, before he gets really farmed up, is a free kill.
Yeah.
Whoever is, I didn't see who picked Tiny, but Tiny needs to get off this game.
Okay. What does Infamous need to do, Will?
You're gonna win. This is
the
game
one.
winner. Yeah.
All right, let's find out what's going to happen here in game number 2. It is over to Odie, Pixel, and Pyrian Flag.
And thanks very much, Sheev. And these, the panel say they like what Infamous is doing. Again, here, they did also say, you know, in game 1 there was certain strengths to draft, and we certainly saw it. It was a relatively close game to open with. Run.
I mean, Pugner? Really?
Find it though. They're looking for that first blood. Schofield.
I mean, here's
Keeping
the thing,
his
Owen.
distance.
I like Pugner, all right? But he also dies really easily. He's squishy, and it's a weird hero. He's underfarmed. Pugner sucks. Oh my god. Weaver needs to be careful here.
I mean, this is the thing. Sure, you know, Weaver very elusive.
Last hit when the game started.
The ward. There you go. Van der
Thank
Star's
you,
on it.
Obs.
The Obs.
I always forget about the old ward.
And that's nice. That's a juicy bit of gold to kick off the lane. Taro back up at Schofield and Excel. But yeah, so both teams having both supports down on this bottom lane.
I can't believe he took the ward. If I'm a support and I bought the sentry ward, that's my money.
I don't know. You're giving your core that bonus gold in the lane stage.
Screw them. They've got lots of chance to get rich.
Bottom lane, look at this Infamous.
Yeah,
Gets the bugs onto all of them with the physical damage between the bugs and the Riptide. It's going to bring them down low. GH is going to be chased. Kataro looking for Kuro. You've got GH coming across to him for Kataro. They're going to get one. Excel gets the first bird. They get the second kill. They got the root as well onto mind control. He does have the avalanche, but Infamous, they're ready to chase. Kataro and Schofield looking in. Oh, Kataro gets cold feet as he does have to back off. He's scared of going in for the mind control kill.
Good one.
Doesn't literally get cold feet,
No,
but
good one.
you know what I mean.
Bonk. Oh my.
Got him.
Just give him the old backhand slap a doodle there.
This juice for GH with the roots out. They come in. Kataro could still get some kills out of this for sure. GH is trying his best to bottle up. They pop the stick charges. Kataro hunting down GH, but GH has juked the Weaver. Kataro goes the wrong way, and GH will be able to keep himself back and alive.
Yeah, I know, but he's
chucking
just not my
trees
hero.
at people, avalanching, tossing, looking for Excel, getting quick kills. The tree comes in. Kataro's looking for the return kills, gets GH, bugs are out. Kataro's low, tosses to the Mind Control gets the double. Schofield has to be careful. Mind Control's still got a lot of mana. He could turn. He may even be able to just get the kill onto Schofield. He's looking for the body blocks up. Kuro has to be careful though. Schofield coming in with the Riptide. He got another toss, but Mind Control is hung around too long. Kataro's back. Will take down Mind Control. Crazy lane down here at the bottom as both teams going at it.
I think this
Mana compared to beat squad 3 for 4. Bottom lane, in they go again. Avalanche and toss, tossing Kataro back. Fine though with the Shikuchi, gets himself back to safety. Sentry laid down by Kuro. Top lane, easy lane at the moment for Miracle. 24 for 15 against the 13 for 4 as expected in this 1v1. If he gets a good static link off, Miracle can try and turn, but he is being baited in quite deeply. Bottom lane, Kataro on his own. Gets gone on these sort of rotations from the Nagasara and leaving the other lanes vulnerable.
Yeah. Liquid always taking advantage of things like that. They very, very quick to spot. Hey, so-and-so's missing. Let's kick his mate's ass.
And like, as you see, Schofield comes up here. I don't know if you can kill Miracle.
It's going to be very difficult. The old school reference.
What he can do here. And he goes, but straight away the static link comes out. You've got the purification, you've got a few punches. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's not. Old Stinger just gets turned around upon. I think you have to get out there, Schofield. He has got the back of Pepita. Crips Wall comes through onto 2. They're moving in and Schofield will be fine. Pepita now looks to turn. Chasing the gap here with the Exorcism and the Spirit Siphon, but GH and Miracle, they split. Miracle's going to be hunted down in the trees. Can Pepita find him? Goes straight for the TP out. Miracle, he's gone. Gets back in time. They've got no sort of catch in time. Schofield can't find the vision for the root. Pepita back. Schofield is there with a wraparound, but again, this low-level Nagasara just doesn't have that much potential. He can't just run into these heroes. He has to let these objectives go. As Matuma Man, 7 minutes in, taking in the tower.
7 minutes, Owen. And what's the stat?
Taking any tower soon. Bottom lane Excel. He's got the quick glimpse. Buy him some time. We'll see if Matuma Man wants to keep hunting. He does. Matuma Man's coming across. Excel's going to hide behind the tree, hope for the best, but look.
Bam!
Matuma Man knows
right on
where
his
he
dome.
is. He reads him like a book. The man he's looking to take another. Going in onto Katara, Infamous, they do have a response. They're bringing in Stinger as well, going straight forward onto him. Purification to heal up Katara. They surround Matuma Man. Avalanche is there from Mike to buy some time. They turn with the blast. Matuma Man's going to be fine because GH is here, healing Matuma Man back up. Matuma Man's still alive, but now they can't kill him with the backup of this IO. And now Schofield's the last one alive down here. He's trying to hide himself in the tree line. Will juke it out. He has got a TP. We'll head in, but again, they've got the vision. They know exactly where he is. Schofield trying to create as much distance as he can before he goes for the TP, and he will make it.
Man.
For the Naga is having that song to disrupt these plays, but if you're making these plays before there's the level 6 on the Naga, there's not much that Schofield can do against this pressure.
I mean, yeah, they're pushing the tier 2. There's really not much that Infamous can do in response. Lacking the levels on a whole
damage, but yeah, absolutely. You won't get any heal if the Ice Blast is upon you mid lane though. Kuro! Don't have to worry about the Ice Blast if the AA is dead.
Wow.
Do manage to catch out Kuro in the mid lane, trying his best to find the XP on his way to that level 6. Get to take towers, 100 seconds without it. He's still going to try and fight, gets the silence out. Katara moving in as well. They're looking for mind control. They should find him. They have to back up. No, GH is there. Look at this, coming in with the IO, keeping mind control alive. Only just surely he goes down, and he does. Mind control will fall. They'll get the 1-for-1. Katara chasing down GH as well. Should find the IO, but no, he zips across. Back to Matuma Man. Katara's hunting. He really wants that GH kill, but he can't quite find it. Miracle's got vision on him there. Out comes the ring, and they have the spirits damaging it. Katara's got to be careful. He's got his around.
He's got his ult in 3.
And he does at the back of a Stinger. Purification repel out onto the Weaver. Slow from the Decrepifier onto Schofield. Liquid continuing to chase. Kuro's there with a wraparound. Stinger's level 8. Doesn't want to go for that. He'll look towards Schofield instead as the 4-mana Liquid chase down this Naga Siren.
This is the lack of lockdown there that they were talking about on Liquid's team, I feel like, against the Weaver.
It's a slow and painful death, but it is a kill that they get eventually.
They're going to be, if they can pick someone off, they can push back, defend the tower, and just getting a kill on the board would be good as well. They're 6 and 11, so it's not looking too bad, but I still feel like they're on the back foot at the moment. 4K lead for Liquid at 12 minutes as well.
Matuma Man just keeping himself well and truly hidden behind that tower. Now he'll reveal himself. They will want to dive this silence straight up onto Matuma Man. Stinger leading him with the Soul Ring Purification. They have the route out onto Matuma Man. 4 heroes surrounding him. He's trying his best to keep alive with the heal, but the glimpse is there to break the channeling. And Matuma Man is down. Infamous take the Pugna kill. They look to try and take the tower as well. Looks like Katara again gets gone upon. Slippy gets himself.
Tower Liquid are able to rotate back into position.
I've got the exorcism back for Capizia if they want to commit for this push. Mind control. He's looking for the toss up and combo onto the Naga Siren. Schofield's gone. They can try and get more. Drums are popped. They're trying to close the gap. They've got their eyes towards for Peter. He's got the Siphon to look to slow down Mind Control. Silence as well, but GH is there with the backup. Mind Control can look to dive. They get the toss back straight away. Axel has put up the Static Storm. Managed to trap 2 in it, but Matuma Man's falling low. Matuma Man's down. They get themselves the Pugna kill. On the back lines, Mind Control looking for the combo onto the Death Prophet. Takes down Axel as well. GH is there, keeping Mind Control topped up. Ready to go with mana to punch through old Stinger. 3 down on the side of Infamous. Katara. Again, he's surviving, but he's not able to do much in the fights. His damage really falling off at this stage. Just on the support position.
GH! He needs help.
He's got the tether.
He's away.
He's good. He actually TP's out straight away, just in case. In fact, that might have left Kuro and Mind Control in a bad position. There is no way. He does have relocate, so he can come back in. To get Mind Control out of there if he needs it. Mind Control might just need that. Here we go. He's relocated in. GH has come back across. He's there ready to tether in on whoever needs it the most. They're just playing around with Katara at the moment. Katara has to shoot you away. Mind Control turns. GH comes back in with the top up. Keeps this man alive. Tiny's fine. GH does get relocated back out of there. Of course, Schofield trying his best to get up. Mind Control blinks back up to the high ground. Sees the bigger kill. Bursts down Katara. Double kill for the Tiny. Schofield wrapping around. He'd love to try and at least find Kuroki, and he will do so. He does manage to get him down. He's going to fall low himself, though. The creep's diving in. Schofield hiding himself in the tree line. Pepita does, with the help of Excel, get the Tiny kill. So at least Infamous are getting some sort of trades out of this. The big kill there certainly being that of bringing down Mind Control.
Matthew's looking for Schofield now in the trees.
Liquid's not done here. Schofield has the song.
Oh, he just hit it.
And here we go. They want to try and fight this. Pepita and XL coming in with a wraparound. They have the kinetic field. I believe it should clip GH as well. Yeah, they still have some time left on the exorcism, but look at the turn. The life drain. That Death Prophet's just going to straight up die. Schofield has walked to fall. That was not the dive for Infamous to make. XL will be very lucky to get away from that.
Oh, the ward for Matu did a lot of damage to them there, and they suddenly realized, right, we got to get the hell out of here.
Oh, mid lane mind control. He was a little off the mark there with the Avalanche, didn't quite catch Kataro. So yeah, that fight up top, if he gets the sort of opening and jumping in on the mid lane, they have the toss combo with the Decrepify. That's a huge amount. Magical damage. Not even a chance to react with any sort of spell from the Omni. Threat from the enemy team.
They must sense danger here. The ball of light is like the bait on the end of that fish that lives underwater, you know? The angler fish. Teasing you in.
And there we go, teasing Pepita back into the clutches.
Sent it in and DP.
You can't come near this tiny. Mind control will be straight on top of you with a blink. Toss back into the rest of Liquid.
They've actually got crazy burst damage, like just with the tiny and the Pugna.
They've got very good push as well with the blast. As here we have Liquid 17 minutes in. No messing around for them in game 2. I really feel the mistake in the draft came from Infamous when they let that IO get into the hands of GH. Toss back as well onto the Omni Knight. Stinger surrounded, he's down. This is getting very brutal very quickly for Infamous. As the panel mentioned, sure, the Weaver is pretty elusive, but they don't care about the Weaver.
Yeah, no time. They're like, you know what? We're not going to give you half an hour, Weaver. We're going to just take all your buildings.
The Weaver can Shikuchi, but the Barracks can't. They're stuck there for the taking, and Liquid, 18 minutes in, clear up the middle lane.
That was crushing. Like, look, just blink, toss, get him back into the mix, and the lads will take care of the rest.
All right. Again, they see him. They're sort of like, all right. Go on your merry little way.
Spirits are very annoying.
Adds up when you add all those balls together.
Hey!
See what Tarish trying to play around with this all. Avalanche to get off the mark from mind control. They have the song. What sort of setup do they have though? They have got Static Storm and Exorcism. They managed to get both supports. They get the IO and the AA. That's going to be Kuro and GH going down, or maybe not. GH is still alive for now. Gets glimpsed back. Surely he's going to fall. He does. They get the 2 supports, but already the cores of Liquid are ready to fight back for their support losses. Triple kill for Miracle. I mean, you saw the intention there for Infamous, but at the end of the day, it was just the supports that they're getting in the combo. The cause at this stage for Liquid, the fact that their team is 15k ahead, they're more than strong enough to fight without the backup required from GH and Kuro.
And you know the other problem they've got is if you have a
607, he had a very easy 1v1 matchup against the Stinger Omni Knight, and then now 12k net worth. A clear, well, he's nearly double that at the highest on Infamous.
Yeah,
this game is probably what most people were sort of expecting in terms of difference between these two teams, which we didn't see in game 1. Now, game 1 definitely one for Infamous to look back on and say we certainly did something right at the start of it.
They definitely had a shot. There was a point in that game where it looked like it could go either way.
But this game,
less so.
I mean,
much less.
Quite less so, yeah. This is just Liquid playing as the team we all know in terms of their strengths and knowing how to abuse the opponent's weaknesses with this lineup.
Mind control just waiting. He's just waiting there. He's like, okay, you want to jump my Miracle? Yep. Guess what?
Get a toss back.
You're going to get tossed into hell.
What can Infamous do here? They don't have the song. They don't have the ghosts. They're lacking those teamfight ultimates that they require on to have a chance of even killing the supports, as they're only able to do so the last time round. As the racks are just getting slowly trickled down by Miracle.
I'm trying to find this Weaver, but I don't think they even really need to worry about him, honestly. I mean, they just left Miracle.
The racks are going, and Infamous are doing nothing because they can't.
Wow. Very, very, very tough game for them. Weaver has Diffusal now. That combined with that talent that takes mana off you is absolutely terrifying for most, but against Liquid's lineup, they're just like, you know what? We're just going to walk away from you. You're only level 13. We don't really care. I feel like he could be split pushing, but at the same time...
Peter does find mind control in their jungle. Matsumaman as well being chased by Katara, but he has the self-decrepify, gets him to the high ground, repels there onto Katara, so he is able to man up, take down the ward. They're looking for these kills. They have the song. Now they caught the Tiny and IO. They can go for these two in the Static Storm. This is not a bad way at all to start off the fight. GA as well there for Infamous as they commit straight away onto GH's IO. They take him down, turn towards Mind Control. They have the root. There's going to be a buyback from GH though. He wants to get back into the fight. TP's across, Mind Control getting clears, but GH, he's going to be able to come in. Oh, just in time. And he plays the defensive relocate. He takes Mind Control just up to the high ground because he thinks that they can still try and fight. But GH will pay with his life for that one. Mind Control could also still be in trouble as he's caught out. They lose the Weaver as well. The Ice Blast is going to be used over. Kuro
so much
flies
damage.
in. And indeed, this Raze is just untouchable, running through these fights. There's nothing they can do to put a dent
Another
into it.
triple.
Godlike for that man. Kataro stuck in the tree line here as he plays around with Mind Control. He's going to go back into his little corner, try for the TP out, but Mind Control reads him like a book, jumps in with the toss.
Man, this Razor just played, I think, in the end.
Here we have it, the base push from Liquid to try and close this series up and get that 2-0 in their favor.
You know, another problem for Infamous, we're talking about lack of lockdown on Liquid. There are no stuns like on Infamous.
No, they have to have this, pretty much the static storm and kinetic fields.
That's really what they're hoping for.
They have to have that set up from the song, and without that, very little ways, as you said, holding Liquid in place. And even then, the damage is still incredibly lacking from their lineup. They're 20k behind. And here we have it. Liquid again, in they go. Mind Control straight in with the combo. That's no Naga Siren for 30 seconds. They've got the static link onto Pepita. Ice Blast is going to be flying towards the fountain. Pepita will be fine as he gets back in with a repel. Miracle's looking to dive. Has to be a little bit respectful of the fountain damage. Brings it down to half. Kataro playing around with Kuro on the back. Axel's also there, but Mind Control quickly blinks out of the kinetic field. They do lose the courier here as Infamous are able to find that one, but Axel stuck, surrounded by the four of them, beaten down, back towards the base. Pepita's just getting manned up upon by Miracle, and GG is called. Infamous tap out, and Liquid get the 2-0. That from the start of this game looked pretty inevitable here, Ted. This was the Liquid stomp that people expected.
This is what they thought. The first game, I thought Infamous acquitted themselves really well. This time, Liquid just turned it up and
I can't really hear what's going on.
No, because I know you wouldn't be able to.
I can barely hear you.
Exactly. So just a heads up with that. But yeah, Liquid played this real